The book of Genesis, chapter 36.
Verse 1.
Verse 1.
Come on.
Now these are the generations of Esau, who is Edom.
Now jump to verse 6.
Verse 6. And Esau took his wives and his sons and his daughters and all the persons of his house and his cattle and all his beasts and all his substance, which he had got in the land of Canaan, and went into the country from the face of his brother Jacob.
Verse 15.
Verse 15. These were the dukes of the sons of Esau, the sons of Eliphaz,
Go ahead.
the firstborn son of Esau. Duke Teman, Duke Omar,
Go ahead.
Duke Zepho,
Read.
Duke Kenaz, Duke Korah, Duke Katam,
Go ahead.
and Duke Amalek.
And Duke what?
And Duke Amalek.
Get the first book. And Duke Amalek. Get the first book. Go ahead and read that, soldier.
If I perish, I perish. Challenge and encouragement from the book of Esther, author W. Ian Thomas.
Just start at though he smote.
Though he smote the Amalekites.
Talk about Saul. Go ahead.
Saul took Agag, the king of the Amalekites, alive, and a king of Edom, whom God had sentenced to death. Saul presumed to find something good in what God had condemned. This was the sin of Saul.
God condemned Amalek already. Go ahead.
He kept the best of what God had hated. So Agag was an Edomite, a descendant of Esau, the despiser of the birthright. And Agag was the king of the Amalekites. Thus Haman was also an Amalekite. For Haman was an Agagite. See Esther 3:1. And the Amalekites were the inveterate enemies of Israel. In the person of Haman, descendant of Agag, king of the Amalekites, Amalek was at it again. As Satan hated God, so Cain hated Abel, and Ishmael hated Isaac. And as Ishmael hated Isaac, so Esau hated Jacob, and Amalek hated Israel. And as Amalek hated Israel, so Haman hated the Jews.
Perpetual hatred. Back again. Continuation. Read on.
In this connection, it is interesting to note that Herod the Great,
Now Herod, go ahead.
who, in his attempt to kill the Lord Jesus, ordered the destruction of all the children in Bethlehem, 2 years of age and under, was an Edomite.
Was what?
An Edomite.
Go ahead.
According to John Peter Lang's commentary on Matthew, Herod the Great was the first sovereign of the Idumean race of Edomites, which from the year 40 BC reigned over Jerusalem under the supremacy of Rome.
Watch this.
Herod was an Amalekite.
Was it what?
Herod was an Amalekite.
Go ahead.
Descendant of Esau and of the kith and kin of Haman.
So Herod was Amalek. Herod was Amalek.